And, yeah, I ended up, and what was this discussion about? No, I went down a whole rabbit hole. What was I talking about before I got into this world? Hello everybody, welcome to a great video and another video inside of Minecraft in Creative Mode, where today stuff's happening. But first, before we go look at the amazing looking building on the hill, we're gonna go over here to the desert tree, or the new desert tree farm. The new desert tree farm. The old one has all the old people in it, and we will go visit. I mean, you're not old people, but you know, like yeah, I'm gonna stop talking before I get myself in trouble. But anyway, yeah. So I can't remember. Oh, here it is. Okay. So I've started a new desert tree farm over here at the base, cause I don't want to have to go all the way to the old base every time I do it. So the desert tree farm has moved over here. All the other people who were in the other desert tree farm are gonna stay in that other desert tree farm. So I'm gonna have 2 desert tree farms in the world. Exclusive, but it's fine. They got their shout out, so it's good for them. But anyway, so I'm adding TNT Man Hero Brian to the Desert Tree Farm for supporting the channel through, I think it was subscribing. I can't remember. But anyway, yes, TNT Hero Brian, thank you for supporting the channel. Now added to the Desert Tree Farm. So, moving on. Let's come back over here. Today we're going to be working on the house, as we will be in the many videos coming to the future. Yeah, but let's head on over here and show you what's been happening. So, if I jump over here. Now, basically in the last episode, we pretty much got nothing done. We dug away some dirt and built a really bad pathway. But I've souped it up. Well, not souped it up. I pretty much completely destroyed the pathway and then built a completely new one. But anyway, so, what I did, I think it was this row. I basically did a circle pattern, and then I basically just built rows out of them. I was going to have it 3 wide, but then I decided to have it 4 wide, so I added one on this edge. But anyway, so then I did that, and then I lined it with wood, like that, to add a little pattern. And then there were some parts where I had like a half slab, but I wasn't sure if I wanted a thing of wood, like right there. So I added in some leaves. It gives it a really nice effect. I really like it. Added in some glowstone, so it's lit up, and it is beautiful. I think it's beautiful. But anyway, so if we come up here, then you come in here and you enter into the grand. Well, it's not really a big foyer. It's like a very small foyer. I probably should have made it bigger, but oh well. I mean, it's a very small thing. It's a very small thing. It's fine. It's fine. Okay, so there's just some benches, a little water feature. I may take the water feature out for the sole purpose of basically I'm probably gonna have to go through this area a lot, and I'm not sure if I want to have to walk all the way around it. I'd kind of like to go straight through, but I may leave it because it looks cool. But anyway, so today I'm either going to be doing work or just planning stuff. Let's get rid of this area a little bit right here. But basically what I'm gonna do, well, that was a very helpful shovel. I assume I used it for something because it's gone now, but I feel like a stolen shovel. Anyway, moving on. So basically what I plan on doing is right through the foyer I'm going to have a gigantic room. Well, it maybe not be like super gigantic, but it's gonna be a big room. And it's going to be like the main hub of the house. I'm going to have a staircase in the center. I'm probably going to have well, I'm not sure yet. I'm not sure if I should have a staircase in the center or if I should have like some sort of like statue or feature in the middle and then 2 staircases on the side. But anyway, so you're going to come through here. You're going to have this little stretch along here, and then back this way is going to be the main part of the room. And your staircase is going to be here and all that stuff. Because there is going to be an upstairs. There's definitely going to be an upstairs. But, anyway. What was I talking about? Yeah, okay, let's come over here and dig this way a little bit. So, anyway. Yeah, it's going to be super amazing. I cannot wait to show you. But, like, I really had to do the foyer outside of episode just to figure out what the style was going to kind of be for the house. Just because I just can't do that in video. Like, I don't know why, I just can't. I have so, like, I cannot do creative things. I will oops. Anyway, yeah, but basically, I could, like, figure out in, like, 2 seconds, but I can't do it while I'm recording. It, like, drives me nuts. But anyway, we need a staircase right here. I did not bring any materials with me, so we're gonna run all the... I should build this thing a little bit closer. Just a little bit closer, because it'd be way easier. But anyway, so let's come over here. And... where are my materials? Here we go. Let's grab some of that. Let's grab... that cobblestone? Cobblestone doesn't go in that chest. Stone bricks we'll grab, and... maybe a bit more wood. Okay, now, let's make... you know what, actually, let's make some half slopes. Let's make it like a very gentle slope. Basically, we're gonna go up a block. Just so that way we can, add some, like, depth to the house. But anyway, so, let's come over here, up our beautiful pathway, and through our beautiful doors. And let's, do this. So, I think, maybe a little bit farther out. So, let's go, like, a block out. And then let's lay in the floor, and then we can worry about... oops. Anyway, let's do that. Then we'll build across like this. And then let's put in our half slabs. Doesn't really matter that there's dirt under there. We may change that at a later date, but not right now. Anyway, so we'll do that. And I think that will lead nicely into our foyer. I mean, not foyer. We've already done the foyer, but... I'm losing my mind. Okay, so anyway, we'll do this real quick. Yeah, and then we'll lay out the kind of floor plan over this way. So, you know, we could probably dig this whole layer out and then just start putting in wood. So that way, yeah, that will be our flooring. Anyway, so let's break all this way. But I am super excited about this. Basically, my plan is, I think that hill, I think I'm going to have like a... kind of like a very small staircase up, and then like a slightly raised platform right there. And I think that's going to be like a kitchen, maybe a dining room, maybe it could be like dual purpose, or maybe I could have like a kitchen with like a little, like one of those like breakfast dining thing. That doesn't make sense, but like one of those like little breakfast tables. I may have one of them in there, and yeah. So then I might have the dining room that way. This is gonna be a very large house. It's gonna be a very large, bright, windowed house. I really like windows. As you can see from the foyer, like, it has like 58 windows. I really like windows. And that was the big reason that... oh, crap. I need to make like 58 shovels. But anyway. Yeah, so, yeah, that was one of the reasons why I really decided not to go with the whole underground District 13 look, for my... well, it wasn't really District 13 look because it was like super wooden and bright. But anyway, let's make like 2 shovels. Oh, no. Okay, like that. There we go. Now we should not run out of shovel power. I should probably move up to iron, because I have plenty of iron. I don't know why I don't. But anyway, so, what was I talking about? Yeah, I like windows. Anyway, that's one of the... out of food. That's one of the reasons I decided to do... I decided to move and stuff like that. But anyway, so, moving on. Let's go dig away like this. But... I am super excited about how it's going to look. There are going to be windows everywhere. I need to stop clicking like that. But anyway, so let's just mine this out, and then I think after this row, we'll start putting down some wood. I really like the wooden floor. I don't know why, but I do. So we're going to go with the wooden floor. But anyway, let's build along like this. Oops. Okay, let's... how many blocks is that? Let's count. Let's count for a moment. One, you know, actually, let's count like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. That's 22 blocks. We can probably cut that down 2 blocks. Like that. Yeah. yeah, I think it's gonna be longer this way, maybe. Maybe. I don't really know. But we'll, we'll say that. Anyway, so let's come along like this. We'll build this, and I'm going to run out of wood very quickly. I think I might grab a stack of, like, logs when I go back. After I run out of wood, of course. So let's build along like this. Like this. So that way we can link it up here. And then maybe put some dirt down there, at some point. But anyway, so, I mean, yeah, this is gonna be really, like, the main... This is gonna be, like, the room. The room that is, like, accessible from everywhere. I think... I once had a house. I think it was on, like, my first... Oh, it's becoming night. Okay. It was on my, like, first really successful Minecraft series. And by successful, I mean, like, I had, like, a few diamonds. I had some iron. I had, like... I had stuff. I had, like, a nice house. I had, like, a farm set up. Like, most of my Minecraft series previous to that one... let's sleep first. Previous to that one were, very, they just weren't very good. I literally had, like, no resources. I could not find anything. I just had, like, a lot of trouble. It was terrible. But yeah, but, like, it was, like, my really first good Minecraft series. Yeah, basically my house, it had a very unique, well, I can't say unique, but it had a really nice design. I had these, like, really, really cool, like, archways, that I thought they were cool. You know, actually, I think I'm gonna add some in this house, because I really like the design of them. And, the thing that really surprised me about him is, like, my brother, and he's, like, he's pretty good with, like, design and stuff like that. Especially in Minecraft, he can make things look really good. Whereas I can make things work, just not look very good. I'm just not very good at that. It's not really it's not really my ballpark. But anyway, yeah, so he's really good at that stuff, and he was actually impressed with how good the archways look. So, I mean, you kind of know, like, when someone who's actually relatively good at that stuff thinks it's cool, it's probably cool. Cause I'm very weird. I don't know what it is, but I like stuff that I think looks good usually doesn't look good, which is very strange because, you know, you think if something looks good, then everybody thinks it looks relatively good. But, like, I mean, I'll think something looks, like, really ugly, but everybody else thinks it looks, like, really good. So I usually have a hard time telling what looks good. I mean, and it's hard to find a balance between stuff that I think looks good and that other people look good, because I want other people to think that my stuff looks good. Otherwise, you know, like, that looks amazing, and they're like, that is a piece of crap. But, yeah. So, it's nice to find, like, balances and stuff between those. But tell me what you think of, like, the little design, like, the mostly windows, mostly wood, with, ceiling of stone brick and, like, the edging and stuff. I really like it. I really like it very much so. But anyway, let's come back over here, and keep digging away this dirt. So anyway, but yeah, this is gonna go back for quite a bit until, anyway, what was I talking about? The staircase within the house. The house had, like, okay, good, I have extra trouble. Basically, the house had, like, I think it was, like, 3 or 4 floors. And, the one mistake in my house was that the very, very top floor was my storage room. Which was unfortunate, because if I needed to grab anything, I would have to climb, like, 30 flights of stairs before I get to my storage room. I was not thinking when I built it. But, yeah, I'm definitely not gonna do that this time. But basically, it was exhausting. But anyway, so, and, like, I'm, like, the most flip-floppy person. Like, I mean, you've seen my videos. Like, especially, like, the last video was a really good example of this. Like, I lose my mind. I can barely focus on something for, like, 2 seconds. I just have problems. I have focusing issues. I don't know why. I'm not, like, medically diagnosed with anything, but it's irritating. It's irritating. But anyway, so, yeah, but basically, I'd like grab something, but or basically, I might need like a piece of, say, a piece of redstone and a piece of wool. Okay, so I need a piece of redstone and a piece of wool. For what? Couldn't tell you. But, I need a piece of redstone and a piece of wool. So I'd run all the way up there, and I was like, what did I come up here to get? And then did I get redstone? I think I need redstone. So I'll grab the redstone, and then I will completely forget about the other things that I was supposed to get, and then I'll run all the way down, realize what I needed, and I'll be like, crap, I have to go all the way back up there. It was ridiculous. Like, unbelievably ridiculous. And I've gotten off track again. The staircase. So, the staircase was rather interesting. Basically, what it did is it had a single staircase that went up the center, and then you'd have like a little landing at the back of the house. It was a very small house. But basically you have a staircase that goes up, you have the landing at the back that splits off, and then you have two small staircases that go up, and then you have your floor. And then you'd have the same thing, you'd have the main staircase that goes up, and then I think I want to kind of do that design again. Because I really liked it, but I might do it the opposite way. So basically have like two staircases on the side going up, and then the landing, and then the one small staircase going in the middle. That is if I decide to do the little, like, maybe I'll do a waterfall. Ooh, I could do the walking brick statue. I think I showed it off in my I think it was my 100 video special, or 100th video special. Basically I showed off my an aesthetic build I did, and basically it I had an art room in it, and one of, like, the main feature of the art room was a sculpture called Walking Bricks. That was actually like the first Minecraft sculpture I ever did. I actually did it. Basically, I started out playing Minecraft on Pocket Edition, and yeah, I started playing on Pocket Edition, and I really there was one creative world where I really like this world. I really like this world. I wish I had it. I wish I still had it. I don't think I do, but I really wish I did, because it was awesome. Basically, I had built so much in that. Like, I had come up with, like, literally a whole civilization. I had, like, a military, and I had, like, different outfits. Or I would use different blocks for different outfits, and then civilians wore. I think civilians were I think civilians were like, I can't remember. It was like quartz pillars. I think they wore quartz pillars, and then I think that basically one of the military branches was like communication and transportation. And if you were a communications or transportation officer, your body would be lapis lazuli ore. And then if you were a doctor, I think it was iron ore. And I labeled it by ores. I think if you were an engineer, it was diamond ore. And then coal ore was, I can't remember what coal ore was. Let's see. What other ores? Gold. I can't remember what gold. Gold might have been like, I can't remember. Redstone was something. I can't remember. I really wish I had it, but it was like, I had it like really organized. I had like streets and buses. Back then I used to build everything out of brick, which was really strange. I mean, it made no sense. Like, I built like literally everything out of brick. It was so ugly, but basically I would have the streets as brick, and then I had the sidewalks as nether brick. So that way I could have, and this is my thing, that way everything could be brick, and I could add a little bit of, and you could see the difference between the two. But it was really cool. I had like transportation pads, and like literally if I needed to go anywhere, I would actually like use the transportation pads. Basically, I would go on there, I'd be like, teleport. I'd talk to the transporter operator and be like, teleport me to blah blah blah, and then I would like literally, I would fly to the other transport. Like, I mean, this was like my roleplay world. I literally built like a whole nother Basically my main house was like a big castle, because I used to have this like really ugly castle design that I would build in like every world. Like, I mean, I was like a terrible Minecraft player. Like, awful. Everything looked ugly. It was, I mean, but I was so proud of it. But anyway, I had this main castle design, and basically I built another one. It was like a smaller one, and basically the idea was that that was another kingdom, and the problem with it was that they were like occupied by like an enemy or something. I need to go get another shovel. Basically, they're occupied by like one of their enemies, and basically what I ended up doing, I played role plays with myself. I'm pretty sure I'm schizophrenic. Like, sometimes I refer to myself as we. It's pretty weird. But anyway, so yeah, basically what I did is I would like, or I built it, and then I built this like giant building, and it had like a bunch of rooms, and it was basically to simulate, what did I come in here for? Shovel. Let's get like 2. Anyway, but basically, yeah, it was supposed to be full of like a bunch of, let's get rid of some of this dirt, and the seeds. That'll be good. Okay. Anyway, so yeah, I built. We can dig a little bit more. Maybe not. Shall we? Shall we not? I don't know. But anyway, so yeah, it was full of like civilians of that country that are like were in like they were like starving and like in need of medical attention and all that stuff, because like they were suffering because they were like occupied by another enemy. Anyway, you get the point. But basically what I did is I like created like I built an army. Like, I literally built people. Like, the way I built people is I would build something, and then I would put signs on there, like a sign on their face. It was pretty interesting. But anyway, yeah, so I built like an army. Yeah, I think that's what gold was. Gold was foot troops, I think. Maybe. Don't quote me on that. Not like anybody knows. I think gold might have been foot troops. But anyway, so I built like an army, and then I literally attacked them. I attacked the people who were occupying the whatever country that was like, yeah, anyway, basically I like attacked them with an army that I built, and I like did these role plays, and it was so much fun. Like, I remember having so much fun in that world. That was so fun. It was also the same world that I figured out what seeds were. I figured out how to use like seeds, and if you typed in the same seed, you could, you know, it was pretty interesting. But anyway, yeah, and so I ended up like basically not taking over, but basically I imagined that they were so indebted to me that they basically decided to join my country as like another state of it. It was quite amazing indeed. I was building this when I was a kid, so I mean, there are some imaginary freedoms, but this may be too big. This may be too big of a room. Maybe a little bit. Possibly. But anyway, yeah, so I might break a little bit with this way. I'm gonna have a room back here, that it's either gonna be my trophy room or my storage room. I'm thinking storage room, and then I'm gonna like the upstairs version of it, because there's gonna be a room on top of it. I think I might make that my trophy room, possibly. But anyway, yeah, but I had tons of fun in that world. That was a fun world to be on. I also started to build houses, and I built this one house because I had this friend named Hayden. I actually added him to the Desert Tree Farm because he's been a long-term subscriber to the channel, and basically I built a house for him, and like I realized that the house was like so good. I was like, I kind of want that house. Like, I really want that house. So basically what I did is I built him another house. And then I basically took the house that I was going to build for him, but I basically just made it my own house. And then just built him like another house. I mean, not that his house was bad. His house was amazing as well. But like, I literally built it so well that like, I was like, I really want that house. And I wasn't confident in my ability to actually like build another good house. So I was like, basically I built his house, and I was like, oh, that looks really cool. I should build another house like that. But for some reason I made it smaller, which I don't understand how I did. But I made it smaller. And, yeah, I ended up, and what was this discussion about? No, I went down a whole rabbit hole. What was I talking about before I got into this world? Walking bricks. That's what it was. Yeah, that was the world that I created, walking bricks. It was actually in that house that I built for my friend. I designed the statue, and it was like, it was so good. Like, I thought it was so good. Like, even to this day, I think it looks really cool. It's amazing. But anyway, enough about my world. I'm gonna end the video now, because I've been going for like 30 minutes now, and it was probably like super boring, but I had a fun time reminiscing. That was an amazing world. I think that is probably my most favorite. I think that's my favorite Minecraft world I've ever made. I like just out of pure fun. But anyway, so that's going to today. Hope you enjoyed. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already. And arrivederci.